flex. I need a Nike bag, give me the check. I need the money and power, respect, but I promise I'm repping the oak to the dead. Hey, oof, I told them out of my way. I don't got nothing to say. Now they can't run at my pace. Yeah, they know that we ain't the same. 402, we rap the game. I told them this ain't a game.
Oh man, I was muted the whole time. Oh my gosh. No. Hey, Grizz, you calling me. What's up? Can you hear me now? All right. Hey, see if you can hear me now, man. I should be good now. Oh my gosh, I had a crazy intro. Oh man, I lost you. I lost you. It's all good. I'm gonna do it again. Let's run it back. Hey, shout out to the homie Shake Money in the building. I was muted that whole time. That was whack, bro. I just realized I looked down at the mute button. I never have the mute button on. So I'm like, what the freak is going on? Shout out to the homie Shake. Shake is another beautiful day in Zamunda. The homie Raphael. What's up, amigo? What's popping? The homie Q, what's good? Oos, what's good? The homie Cruz Ruiz, he said, no, hey, I'm not waiting on Shake to finish. Shake was cooking over there. Them homies was doing a little, hey, TFTG, they made your boy a ghost. They won't let me comment in the comment section anymore. Hey, when you go over to TFTG, hey, hashtag free CB83. Hashtag free CB83 on everything TFTG. They won't even let me comment in the chat anymore. Dang, gatekeeping at its finest. Hey, I at least let y'all boys comment in the chat. Come on, man. I don't do you like that. Buffalo Fertilizer Show, what's good? Phins up. Everybody can hear me now, right? We're good. Yeah, y'all got me now. I appreciate that, Grizz. The homie Grizz called me. Yeah, the homie Grizz called me and was like, yo, you not even talking right now. You muted. I appreciate you, Grizz. Appreciate you. So the Buffalo Fertilizer Show is in the building. What's good? Fins up. The homie Mr. Fanatic, what's popping? Buffalo. Oh, now not. Yep. Audio off. Muted. I'm back. There you go. Hey, Batman's Pops, Wolfpack. Hey, the Wolfpack. I think they might be back, man. I think the Wolfpack might be back. I hear a lot of bad takes, casual takes. I hear a lot of narratives starting to stir up about this Miami Dolphins defense, about Dalvin Cook, about, oh, Vic Fangio's not happy with the defense. We'll talk about it. We're definitely going to talk about it. Hey, appreciate y'all coming through. I see y'all in here. The homie G is in the building. The homie Mudbone is in here. The homie Grizz is here. The homie Cruz is here. Yes, sir. We good now. Ooh, who was that? Did Lewis show up? Lewis showed up. Tired of getting cooked by CB. He just tired of getting cooked by CB83. Man, what's popping with y'all, man? Hey, you already know what it is. Hit the like. We're going to get into talking this Miami Dolphins. I got to give a special shout out, though. Before I do that, I want to give a special shout out to one of the Facebook groups that kind of helped me and support me as a Miami Dolphins content creator. I want to give a shout out to the Miami Dolphins group on Facebook. If you get a chance, if you're on Facebook, the Miami Dolphins group, they have 7.2 thousand members. It's a private group. So go to Facebook, get on Facebook, search the Miami Dolphins group. You'll see 7,000 members. Join them because they do a fantastic job of providing content to you, Miami Dolphins fans. And if you're not on Facebook groups and you're a Miami Dolphins fan, there's a ton of groups, a ton of opportunities for you to connect with other Dolphin fans. It's a great community. Be sure to do that. Be sure to do that, man. So appreciate y'all coming through. Appreciate all the Facebook groups out there that allow me to support, to post my content in there. Dolphins 305 is a big one. Shout out to the homie Paris, who's really active in the community. He does a fantastic job. The homie Chef Jew. Everybody's around here doing great stuff, man. I love to see it. Shout out to everybody who's making content, man. The TD Phins Talk, the Dudley Durons, Reason, Batman. Shout out to Batman. Batman, get right, bro. I heard the news today. Do what you got to do to get healthy, bro. Do what you got to do to get that health right, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate all you do for the community. Everybody, man. There's a bunch of people to go check out in the Miami Dolphins community. The little guys, the big guys, everybody's doing good stuff. Even if it's casual takes, hey, it is what it is, right? I like to listen to everybody. I like to get everybody's opinion. If it's ridiculous, hey, it's ridiculous. It happens. There's some ridiculous people in this world. But we deal with it and we move on because it's really not that serious, right? We don't let other people take our joy. So that's how we rocking. Hey, I want to talk about a couple of things. Man, this Christian Wilkins things, it's bothering me a little bit because I'm starting to have a lot of conversations with people, and people are starting to make it seem like Christian Wilkins is a no-brainer for this team. Like he's a must sign for this team. And I get it. I love Christian Wilkins as a player. I love his personality. I love that he's a team player, captain of this team, captain of this football team, right? So I love everything about Christian Wilkins. Now, his production on the field has been good the past 2 years. He's really stepped up. He's really contributed to this team tremendously on defense. Now, when you look at this defense last year, Christian Wilkins made a lot of tackles. He isn't a big sack guy. I think he had 3 sacks. But he's not a big sack guy. He's a big tackle guy. He's running the guys down. His high energy, high motor, right? Getting after it, playing tough, getting in the opponent's heads. I love watching him on the field. He's always doing something crazy. He's hilarious, right? But what I want you guys to understand is that the Miami Dolphins are building a football team, and it's based on the team, right? And I understand that we want to pay Christian Wilkins, and I want to pay Christian Wilkins too. But the numbers gotta be within the realm of the scheme and how we deploy Christian Wilkins in our defense, right? So for us to be like, hey, just back up the Brinks truck and just pay him, I'm a little reluctant to do that. I really like him as a player, but there's so much other stuff to do on this football team. And honestly, right now, I'm not a big proponent of looking at the money and figuring out what we're going to do in the future. The future really, I'm not going to say it doesn't matter to me, but I'm more of in a win now mentality. I would rather win now and worry about the future later, right? So if that means adding a guy like Dalvin Cook for 7 or 8 million, and adding a guy like Akeem Hicks to back up the middle for another 2 or 3, 4 million, adding another linebacker, maybe Reuben Foster and the other guys or stuff like that for another Quan Alexander for another 2, 3 mil. I'm fine with doing that because to me, the money right now doesn't matter. It's not about the money to me. It's about getting this team to the promised land. And I know in order to do that, you need to have players on your roster who can do that, right? You need to have a coach who can implement the plan. You got to have a little bit of luck. And you got to have a little bit of luck in terms of staying healthy. Like you got to be able to stay healthy. And if you aren't staying healthy, because at some point in the season, people are going to get hurt, right? People are going to get injured. You got to have some guys you can bring in and fill the void with, right? They got to be, there's got to be some good stop gaps in order to say, hey, I mean, this guy is out this game, but I trust this guy to go in and get the job done. He can win his individual battle, so we can win the war ultimately. I think that's what it's about. So I understand the thought of, hey, people want to pay Christian Wilkins, but we also have to understand that Christian Wilkins was not drafted by Mike McDaniel. He was not brought in by Vic Fangio, right? These are not their, he's not their guy, right? So I think they are waiting to see Christian Wilkins play in this scheme and see his production in this scheme over the first, 8 weeks of the season, the first half of the season, in order to basically solidify him and say, oh, we're going to pay him the money now, right? And ultimately, when it comes down to Christian Wilkins, we're already too late, right? We're already too late to the negotiating table. Right? Other guys have gotten their deals, right? And at this point, it's like we might as well wait and see how he plays in the system. Like, why are we gonna go out and extend him right now? And we haven't even seen him play in the system. Let it. I mean, we might as well see him play in the system. We're already gonna pay him a lot of money either way. The first 8 games won't make a difference. The guys already got their deals. They're about to go into training camp. We might as well see Christian play in the system before extending him. And let's say we don't extend him, right? We can hit him with the franchise tag next year or hit him with the transition tag, right? And he's still going to get the same amount of money or less than he was going to get on this deal. So we have some options in terms of Christian Wilkins. We just got to let it play out and just wait it out, man. And that's my thing on Christian Wilkins. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Should we pay him? Should we pay him now? Should we pay him later? Or should we tag him? Put that in the chat. Pay him now, pay him later, or tag him. Like, what do you guys think we should do? Right? And shout out to the homie Cruz who became a member. Hey, Cruz, I appreciate you, bro. You've been a supporter from day one. You've always supported me. I appreciate you becoming a member. That's big time. So I just got monetized. So now guys can join up. Now guys can donate. I appreciate the family looking out. Got a new logo on the top. There, it's right there in the top corner of the screen. Hey, that logo comes from you guys. That I'm able to do stuff like that as a result of you donating and contributing to the channel, right? Went on Fiverr, found a guy who does logos, paid for the logo, making adjustments to it, doing some social media stuff, doing a background, doing a layout. So I appreciate you guys, man. I love the fact that you guys are helping out. It helps me. I'm working on getting some lighting next, right? I want to get some lighting that changes colors, not just this white light in front of me. So I want to get some color lighting, and then I also want to do a new camera. So that's something we're working on. Appreciate you, Cruz. That's big time. You becoming a member. That's gonna help the channel grow. Love it, bro. So back to it. So I see you guys are putting in the chat. People are saying Mr. Fanatic says tag. Q says tag. G says pay him later. Pay him no mind. Okay, I like it. JR Black says best point made, CB. Greer too late to an extension. Was supposed to exactly. It was supposed to be last year. We're already late to the table on the Christian Wilkins deal. So if you're late to the table, bro, you might as well ride it out at this point. It's like, hey, at this point, we're gonna ride it out. We'll go into the season, see how you play. Maybe we extend you, maybe we tag you. We're late. We might as well, right? Q says keep him 1 year before you do anything prematurely. I like it. I like it. I would like to see him play in the system before. Moya TV says pay him now or tag him and let him walk later. I like it. I mean, pay him now is like, oh, I'm paying $20+ million a year for 4 years, 3 years. If it's 4 years, you're looking at 50 to 60 million guaranteed. If it's 3 years, you're looking at 30 to 40 million guaranteed. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Christian Wilkins has played good, bro. He's played good, but damn, I don't know if he played that good to get that type of money. That's my guy though. And this is what I want you guys to understand about that too. It's like context, right? Christian Wilkins has played good. He's got a lot of tackles, but why is he getting so many damn tackles? Where are the linebackers at? Can our linebackers step up and get more of the tackles so Christian Wilkins isn't getting so many tackles? If the linebackers are doing their job, Christian Wilkins isn't racking up all these tackles. I can guarantee you that. And I expect to see that tackle production drop this year in Fangio's system because the linebackers should know where they are, what their responsibilities are, and where they need to be in order to get guys down to the ground, get them wrapped up, right? Should be read, react, right? And go get them. And go get them. My man G says Cruz don't get a wrench. Damn, oh, Cruz gonna get a wrench. Cruz gonna definitely get a wrench. That's the homie, man. Let me see, man. Let me go in there and give my dog a wrench real quick. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody in the chat. What else do we want to talk about? I want to talk about this. I'm gonna talk about this defense in a second. And this defense is it's really gonna drive me crazy. It really is. But and the way we talk about the defense is gonna drive me crazy. I just added my man Cruz as a moderator. Appreciate that. Let me actually give out a couple of wrenches right now, man. Yeah, man. I gotta look at some of y'all have been here since day one. I gotta look out, man. Give me 1 second. Just making some adjustments, adding some moderators. I appreciate all y'all. It's the homies. Yeah, so here we go. So back to it. So we were talking about the defense, right? Oh, yep. So hold on. Let me see. Raphael says, don't ride it out. Dolphin Street and Wilkins like Jaceki, walking papers to follow. That's rough, right? Not like Jaceki. We'll see, man. I mean, if the asking and that's what I was talking about in a group today, right? They were saying, hey, if Christian Wilkins and the Miami Dolphins are a couple mil off, go ahead and pay them that couple mil and keep it moving, right? And I'm thinking to myself, like, well, what if they aren't a couple million off? What if they're like $6 to $8 million off in terms of compensation per year, right? That's a big difference. Now I can understand, an agent kind of forcing their hand and be like, hey, we're way off. And we're nowhere near close to being where we are on a deal, where we should be on a deal. So I can see that, but I just don't understand why it hasn't gotten done yet. And it doesn't bother me, but it shows me that, hey, something's going on there, right? Something's going on. I do. So Great. Mr. Poe says chance him one more year. Okay, I like that. Frankie Moret says pay him now. He's a good character guy. And honestly, I think Christian Wilkins is one of the best character guys on our team from day one, from the draft process, post draft process, all the way through where he is right now. High character guy. Would love to have Christian Wilkins on our team long term. I would love to have him as a Dolphin lifer, right? But I feel like he's gotta help us out a little bit. And honestly, it's not players' responsibilities to help us out, right? They're professionals. They could go wherever they want to. They could go get their money, right? But if he wants to be a part of this team, I feel like he'll be willing to take a little bit off and sacrifice for the team. And guys, you got to understand, Tom Brady was one of the best quarterbacks. He did this for years. Took less money in order to get more around him. He sacrificed for the team. So if guys like Tom Brady can do it for the team, why can't other players do it for the team to sacrifice, to make the sacrifice in order to win, right? I think we need more of that. We need more guys making sacrifices. I know they want to get their money. I know they're realistic. They got to feed their families. They're going to pay millions of dollars. I understand this. But when it comes to a championship caliber team, I think people are understanding. I think the players are understanding that, hey, we have something special here. We need to treat it as such, and we need to try to make sacrifices in order to keep this together, especially after they go out there and see themselves winning football games this year, right? It's going to be a special thing for them to look around in the locker room and be like, damn, look back on this and say, hey, this was a great football team. Can we keep this together next year? Are we willing to make sacrifices to keep this together and go get another one? Because I really have high aspirations for this football team. I do. So that's some of the conversation that will be had in regards to defense and some of these contracts that come up. Waddle's got to get paid. Holland's got to get paid. Jalen Phillips has got to get paid, right? Some of these guys won't be here. Some guys will. But some guys may have to make a sacrifice in order to stay on this football team. And that's real. That's just the reality of it. That's the business of it. Shout out to the homie H. He says, what's good, CB83. G says, according to experts, we're going to have DBs playing linebacker. Guess Dalvin can play linebacker half and running back half. Nah, we ain't doing that, G. We ain't doing that. Oh, Lewis said no wrench for me. Oh, man. Let me get my man Lou a wrench. Man, I can't do Lou like that. Lou is the homie, man. Let me add Lou as a moderator. Who else, man? I moderated a lot of y'all up, man. The homie Mountie Phins. I'm going to do something special for the members, man. I got something special for the members. I got something special for the people who donate to the channel, too. So keep a lookout for that. I'm gonna definitely hook my members up because them the homies. Shout out to the homie Mudbone. Hey, the homie Dolphins Realtor in the building. What's good, man? What's popping with you? The Dolphins Realtor, that's the homie. We're definitely gonna link down at training camp. Man, I got my training camp tickets, right? I got them for all days, right? I'm planning to go down the weekend of, hopefully I can get down the weekend of August 3rd, 4th to 5th. That would be nice. I think the scrimmage is on the 5th. Hopefully I can get down that weekend. I think they have a garage sale one of those days. I need to get down for the garage sale. I need some more Miami Dolphins merch. That's actually where I got this shirt from and a bunch of other shirts. I got my brother some stuff, my pop some stuff. I got a helmet. My helmet back here came from my helmet back here. This is a team helmet, came from the garage sale too. So dope, bro. Look at that, bro. Yeah, got the visor on there. So yeah, man, the garage sale is where you get some cool stuff. So if you can get down for the garage sale, I think it may be August 5th this year. then you gotta do that. Gotta do that. So Cruz says, gotta talk about the about the Omar Kelly article earlier today. Lots of misinterpretation. That's a good segue. So let's do this. I want to get into talking about this article. I think it's essential that we kind of address stuff like this in the community, because if you don't address it, then it just kind of goes by the wayside, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and share. Let me do this. So let's do this here. I'm going to share my screen. It's a good segue. So share my screen, close this, right? Come on, computer, stop acting up, man. Dang. All right, here we go. So I wanted to go through this article, and my computer is acting up. But it says here, what's missing from Vic Fangio's Dolphins defense, right? And this is a article written by Omar Kelly, right? And he put this out, I think it was today, right? I think he put this out today, right? And there was a lot of misinterpretation. You're right. There's a lot of misinterpretation in regards to the article. But he's saying what's missing from Vic Fangio's Dolphins defense. He says new Dolphins defensive coordinator Vic Fangio expressed some concern about the talent on the defense he's taking over. This was written on July 6th, which was yesterday. It was posted at 2:57 p.m., right? So it starts off, it says, the expectations are sky high for Vic Fangio. The Miami Dolphins won a competitive bidding war, making the former Denver Broncos head coach, a seasoned defensive guru, the highest paid defensive coordinator in the NFL. And the expectation is that he'll deliver immediate returns. This defense does two things. It creates turnovers and it stops explosives, said safety coach Joe Casper, who left the Philadelphia Eagles to join the Miami staff this offseason. And the number one way to win games in the NFL is to create turnovers or protect the ball and stop explosives. This scheme, similar to the one we ran in Philadelphia, gives us the best chance to do those two things, right? So according to the safeties coach, Joe Casper, he says, hey, we got to do a couple things. We got to create turnovers, and we got to stop the explosive plays, right? So when you see the Dolphins defense play, it will be based on stopping the crazy plays, stopping the explosive plays, and also creating turnovers, sacks, fumbles, interceptions. That's how you win football games. That turnover battle is essential, right? Now, he says the problem is to transform, and this is Omar Kelly talking. He says problem is to transform the leftovers of Brian Flores' hybrid defense into a top 10, possibly top 5 unit in 2023. Fangio hinting that he needs more pieces. And this is Omar talking. This isn't really Vic Fangio talking, but he goes on to quote Fangio right here. He says, we have some really good talent at some places, Fangio said at the conclusion of minicamp, likely referring to the Dolphins defensive front, pass rushers, and cornerbacks. And then this is Fangio, in quote, in other places, we've got to find the talent, Fangio said. I think it's a good mix right now. Our good players have to go play really good for us to be good. And we've got to find the other guys to fill in that play good in spite of their lack of playing time and experience. And guys, what I want you to realize about this, what I want you to realize about what he's saying there, right? Because it's a very interesting point, right? So he says, in other places, we've got to find talent. It's a good mix right now. The good players got to play really good, but we got to find other guys who can play really good. Because he understands that football is a game where guys will go down. It just happens. It happens, right? So guys go down, and you got to find a guy that's going to step up and play good in their role. And this is what I said, like, you got to find guys who can step in and play. And really what football is about, it's about winning your individual battles. If the 11 guys on defense can go out and win their individual battles, then ultimately the Miami Dolphins will win the war, right? But if there's guys who can't get in and win their battles, if these backups, these guys who come into the game, if they can't come in and win their individual battles, the Miami Dolphins will end up struggling at times. So that's what he's saying. He's saying, hey, we got to find some backup guys that are going to be able to carry us at times in need, where we need guys to play well. So that's going to be key. And there's a saying I like, and it kind of speaks to just football in general. You're only going to be as good as your weakest link, right? So when you think of a chain, you're only as strong as your weakest link, right? So when you think of a chain, if you're pulling on a chain and there's one of the links that are really weak to it, then it's going to break, right? So when we say that in terms of football, you're only going to be as good as that last player on the bench that has to go in and that has to make a play for you. So it's really going to be about guys really like sharpening one another. Iron sharpens iron. You get out there, you play, you practice. You want each room to get better. You want to be competitive. And that's what it's going to be about. I think training camp, we'll see guys emerge who we didn't think would be players, because they're going to have the opportunity to step up and make plays. And that's what it's about. That's what it's about at this point. Just being able to step up, make plays, especially for younger guys. Some guys who usually the Dolphins wouldn't count on, now they're going to have to count on them, right? So it says depth concerns on defense linger. Roster depth seems to be what Fangio is hinting at. He's possibly wondering how good the Dolphins defense will be if a starter or two. Players like Raekwon Davis, David Long Jr., and maybe Javon Holland are sidelined because of an injury or an extended stretch in 2023. The Dolphins faced similar stretches last season when defensive end Emmanuel Ogbah was shelved for nearly half the season because of his biceps injury, and when starting strong safety Brandon Jones and nickel quarterback Nick Needham were sidelined because of the knee and Achilles injury they suffered in October, right? And we understand that these were huge blows. Nick Needham going out, Brandon Jones, and Emmanuel Ogbah being out for the rest of the season really hurt us, right? Nick Needham was playing great football. I thought he was one of the bright spots in our secondary. Brandon Jones was playing good football too. Doing the best he can with coverage, but making plays in the run game and doing what the coach told him to do, right? Emmanuel Ogbah, we know what he brought, that pass rush, that edge-setting presence, the ability to get sacks and strip the ball. So when you lose guys like that, you need guys to step up, right? So you got to be able to maneuver when guys go down. And that's what Omar Kelly's talking about right now, is that when these guys go down, you got to be able to find guys, right? Now, H says, I like that. He says, I believe Fangio said what he said to light a fire in his players. And that could be the case, right? That could be the case. He could be saying, hey, I just don't think we're there yet. We still got a lot of work to do. And I think players will approach it. The team will approach it from a humble perspective. And I think that's how you play it if you're, an NFL coach or NFL player. Hey, we're just going to go out, do our job, work as hard as we can, try to get better each day, because we know in order to get better and win games, we got to go out and work hard and get after it. So you'll hear that a lot in press conferences, because that's truly what they're trying to do. Nobody's going to come out, oh, we the best defense, nobody can see us. No, they take a humble perspective. They don't want to target on their back. They just want to fly under the radar, right? That's what teams do. They want to fly under the radar. They don't want to give the media anything to be excited about, and just do their job and let their play talk for themselves. Let their play speak for themselves, right? So that could be the case. Now, moving on, let's continue on. It says, Other defenders missed games and starts as well, and it watered down Miami's defense. And this defense that a lot of these guys in this community, Lewis is one of them, he loves this defense, right? But the defense finished, it says which finished 2022 ranked 18th in total yards. So they allowed 337 yards a game and 24th in points allowed. So they allowed 23.5 points a game. So you're 24th in points allowed and you're 18th in total yards. Bottom half of the league, right? And when it comes to points allowed, you're in the bottom fourth, bottom third, right? It says those struggles cost Josh Boyer, his job and opened the door for McDaniel to fire Fangio, whom he lobbied unsuccessfully to hire when he was named Miami's head coach. Now McDaniel's entrusting Fangio to work his magic, but that required talent. Now he looks at the defensive free agents who could help the Dolphins. What Fangio is likely asking the team's front office to address is the areas of weakness on the defense, which, based on what the media saw during OTA, that he's talking about him, the media, and minicamp practices, appear to be nose tackle, inside linebacker, and safety, right? So nose tackle, somebody behind Raekwon Davis or behind Christian Wilkins or behind Zach Seiler, right? Inside linebacker, that's somebody behind David Long Jr., somebody beside David Long Jr., like somebody behind Jerome Baker, right? Safety, you're looking at guys like Brandon Jones, Deshaun Elliott, Javon Holland, who can, he's saying you need somebody else who can step in and play. He doesn't feel like those guys may be good enough. Okay. Now moving on, it says there isn't an established nose tackle behind Davis. So if he's sidelined by an injury, Miami could be forced to switch defensive fronts, going from a 3-4 to a 4-3, unless Brandon Peely steps up. And I think Brandon Peely is one of those unsigned, undrafted free agents. Or the Dolphins could sign someone like free agent Akeem Hicks, who has history with Fangio and has history in the system. A lot of people speak about Akeem Hicks. Christian Wilkins and Zach Seiler aren't built to take on two blockers consistently, which is the primary job of a nose tackle in a traditional 3-4 scheme. So adding veteran like Hicks, a 33-year-old who has started 121 games and produced 41.5 stacks, could be beneficial. With numbers like that, it could. Long has a history of battling soft tissue injuries in the NFL, which is one of the reasons Tennessee moved on from him during free agency this offseason. If Long, who missed the majority of the offseason program nursing an undisclosed injury, or fellow starting linebacker Jerome Baker becomes sidelined, Duke Riley and Channing Tindall would likely have their roles elevated. That is a little worrisome because Duke Riley and Channing Tindall, I'm not sure if they're ready to take on that role. So that may be a little worrisome if guys go down. And he's, Omar is speaking in hypotheticals if guys go down, right? We know guys will go down. We don't know who it will be, but guys could go down. Now, it says, are they ready to have more responsibility on their plates, or would it be beneficial for the Dolphins to add veteran linebackers like Jalen Smith, Quan Alexander, Anthony Barr, or Rashaan Evans, who remain free agents? Those are the linebackers. While Holland has been relatively healthy the past two seasons, he's been the lone exception in his safety unit. Brandon Jones and Trill Williams are both coming back from season-ending knee injuries. Their returns could bolster that unit, which also added Deshaun Elliott as a free agent. Says, but Fangio had to leave June's minicamp asking himself, if there's a starter on the roster who could complement Holland, whom he's clearly a fan of. And this is him speaking on Holland. He's a highly talented player, highly extensive player, highly smart player, tough player, loves the game. Fangio said of Holland, who contributed 96 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 1.5 sacks last season. There's nothing I don't like about him. So he clearly likes Holland as a player. Can he find that other safety? He says, can the same be said about Elliott, who has started 35 games in his previous 4 seasons? Jones, who has struggled in coverage during his 3 seasons as a spot starter. Williams, who is making the cornerback to safety conversion. They're talking about Trill Williams, Elijah Campbell, a special team standout who has also moved from cornerback to safety, or Veron McKinley, who started 2 of 10 games and played in last season after being called up from the practice squad. Now, this is the last paragraph. He says, only time and snaps will provide those answers, but from Fangio's seat, it seems as if he'd be more comfortable with the Dolphins' brought in reinforcements who help him deliver what Miami's expectations, which is an upper echelon defense. So that'll be a good topic of discussion. I'm going to drop the link. We're going to talk about it. A lot of food people up. And we're just going to talk about this defense a little bit and talk about some other things related to the Miami Dolphins too. I hear a lot of talk about Dalvin not being necessary. Should we bolster the defense or get Dalvin? Man, this defense should be ready to go, to be completely honest with you. This is the best defense we've seen on paper in a very long time, top to bottom. Like, I know people may say it's top heavy. I don't give a damn. Like, having Jalen Ramsey, having Xavier Howard, Kader Kohu, Cam Smith, Nick Needham, Brandon Jones, Javon Holland, Trill Williams, Deshaun Elliott, Verone McKinley, David Long Jr., Jerome Baker, Van Ginkel, Malik Reed, Chubb, Jalen Phillips, Agba, man, Sealer, Wilkins. You just got a bunch of dudes. Raekwon Davis, it's a bunch of dudes in the room. Like, you can't be mad at what you got. And I understand that he may be a little concerned in terms of depth, but I think he also may be just trying to find his guys, trying to find the unit that he feels is going to get the job done. Now, I know the Wolfpack may be worried about this defense. I just dropped a link, but I'm not worried about this defense. This defense should be capable, and they were capable last year. I feel like they were just in a lot of bad situations, a lot of bad calls last year, and it hurt them. It hurt us. It hurt us as a team. So I think play calling alone will bolster this defense. And then you also got Ramsey. You also got David Long Jr. You got some good additions. So I don't think there's any reason really for us to be really concerned about this defense, because there's plenty of opportunities there for us to cook on defense. We should be cooking. I ain't making no excuses for these guys. I ain't giving Fangio no wiggle room. Bro, you gotta get it done. You gotta get it done. So let me go on and bring some of the homies up. The homie Ennis is here. The homie Mountie is here. What's good, fellas? How y'all doing tonight? What's cracking?
Yo. What's good?
What's good, man? What's good? What's good with y'all boys? How y'all feeling, man?
I'm good. I'm good.
Watching Wembanyama.
Hey, CB. It was. I just heard you talking about the defense. Listen, I don't know. I don't know if I said it while you was in the space or not, but I told EM, I've always said, I think Ogba. Now, look, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't have a problem with him as a rotational piece or whatever, however they're gonna use him. But I think he is best served playing the 3 technique and Christian Wilkins playing the 5. Because Ogba, he's got long arms, he bats balls down, and Christian Wilkins is better on the end because when he's playing the 5, he gets a fucking sack or gets a lot of pressure. He gets an assist.
But see, I get what you're saying, but my concern with Christian Wilkins is in a 5, right? And it depends on if you got a tight end in the game or not, right? Like, if a tight end is in it, first of all, I don't want Christian Wilkins on the end man on the line of scrimmage. I just can't. I can't have that. Like, I want Chubb and I want Phillips coming off the edge and setting that edge and trying to get to that quarterback. Now, if you want to put him inside of Phillips and Chubb or on either side, I'm cool with
okay,
that.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be. He doesn't be. You still have Phillips or Chubb out there. However, I think Christian Wilkins, because if you look in the Chicago game, you look in Detroit game, when Christian Wilkins lines out at the 5, dude, he's a beast.
Yeah, and I think so.
That's a fucking sack.
Right, but I think if you put him out at the 5, you lose something on the middle. Like, I see what you're saying, but I feel like you lose a presence in the middle. I think Christian Wilkins is best between like that 1 to 3 technique.
Well, I'll tell you this, Ennis, we locking arms with this. Raekwon Davis is the X factor.
He's got to be a dog. I don't give a fuck
who in there.
Yeah.
If Raekwon Davis is not sucking up blocks, which he don't, it's a problem.
Well, and I think I don't know. I think they've deployed Raekwon a little bit, bro. First of all, I don't think Raekwon Davis is the nose tackle, right? I think they play him wrong all the time. Like, bro should be I think he should be at a 3 tech. Honestly, when you look at his build, 3 techniques they're big, they're huge guys, they're athletic guys, and they can move and they can push the pile. Like, you gotta be able to put him at a 3 tech and let him just go to work, bro. Because honestly, the 3 tech is usually the hardest guy to block on the defensive line. To be completely honest with you, when I coached and I had to run counter and power and stuff like that, my emphasis in coaching and teaching my guys, it would always be, hey, we got to kill this 3 technique every time we line up. And I would have him being double team every time, bro. It was always a guard and a tackle double teaming the 3 technique and working to a linebacker every time, bro.
My thing is, I say he's the sleeper.
Cruz, what's up, man?
He has to lock that position down because who you taking off to put him at the 3? You're not taking Wilkins, Sealer, or Agba off for him. So he has to. He has no choice. If he doesn't lock that position down, he's gone. There's no moving him.
And that's I don't know, man. I mean, we'll see how Vic Fangio plays him. I think
I already said Keem Hicks is on the way, so I'm not even worried about Raekwon.
CB, I want you.
Go ahead, man.
I want you, when you get a chance, when you get some free time, look at the fucking Minnesota game last year. The Minnesota game.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
When Agba was able to be locked down by fucking Irv Smith, dude. A fucking tight end.
Where was Agba playing though? He was on the end. He was on the edge.
Yes.
One play.
The whole fucking game.
It came out. He had.
What game was that? You said
the Minnesota game. Irv Smith.
Minnesota game.
He was having back issues.
Check it out right now for you. Hold on.
All right, come on. Don't worry about the context.
Look. I'll tell you what. Okay, let's go back to 20. For 20, dude, Agba is not a guy. He sets the edge well. I'll give him that for the run. But as far as a pass rusher, no.
Agba is your best pass rusher. Period.
I think
Agba is your best pass rusher.
I don't think he's the best pass rusher. I'm not going to say that. Chubb is the best.
I'm saying that.
Look. Clearly,
I'm saying Agba is your best.
Chubb is the best pass rusher.
He's not even better than Phillips.
Hey, he's getting paid.
He's not better than Phillips.
He's getting paid.
He's
like
consistent.
The best pass rusher on the team.
Consecutive two consecutive years with 9 sacks.
Okay, check
that was
out.
A year or 2 ago.
Check. I'm gonna show you how.
Yes.
I'm gonna show you how PFF in the league manipulates the fucking data. Was Detroit had the best offensive line one of the best top 3 offensive lines in the league last year, right?
Who?
You go back and watch the fucking tape. Jalen Phillips would have had 5 fucking sacks if it wasn't for holding. They dragging him down to the fucking ground. They're the best offensive. Dude, they hold a lot.
I mean, that's the nature of the game, bro. It's holding on every play, though. I mean, that's what I mean. Go ahead.
Can y'all just answer what package are we running? And in that package, who's the 11 starters on the field for defense? Because I got a lot of guys to name, and
can I go first?
We can't run.
Can I answer that first?
15 guys, right?
Go ahead, Q. I mean, I kind of have an idea.
Yeah, and this is what I think. I don't think it's going to be the end all be all. I think Fangio is going to run a nickel. He's going to run. He's going to have Cam Smith on the inside, running that nickel, and you're going to rarely see Raekwon Davis. He's going to be on short downs. He's going to be that anchor in the middle on short downs. You're going to rarely see Raekwon Davis. I think you're going to see Agba. You're going to see what's his name? Wilkins on a three. On the 3 or a 3-eye, a 3 or a 4-eye technique.
Okay, I mean, and you're.
So
and that's just the big. That
saying Raekwon's going to be a rotational piece. He's not going to be a foul.
No, he's going to be a short down guy. He's going to be a short down guy.
So Cam Smith is going to come to the league and do something that he hasn't. That's not a strength. That's what you're saying?
No, he's because Cam is a read and react type of.
But he's never
guy,
played.
Right?
He doesn't play the slot.
And that's what happens when you try to find the right personnel to fit your scheme. And the Fangio defense, you need the right personnel. And I think Cam Smith. And then I'm like I said, it's not the end all be all, right? That's what I think. It's my opinion. And I think that's what's going to happen. And if it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. But I'm just telling you, Cam Smith is going to be that nickel guy. He is the bigger, build, and you look at his frame, he's perfect for that nickel role. He's also aggressive and very handsy, like Lewis says. And he's at the hip pocket of the wide receivers, and that's it. It's going to be a 4-2-5. That's the.
All right, so I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna say this. I think it's a base 3-4 defense, and sometimes we're gonna have to shift to a 4-3. I mean, I think that's just gonna be the nature of what we do. I think we're gonna be a nickel a lot too, but I think the guys who will be on the field, Christian Wilkins, Raekwon Davis, and Agba will be in the middle. Jalen Phillips and Chubb will be on the outside. Right, rushing the passer. David Long will be in the middle, right? Jerome Baker will be on the other side next to him. You'll have Xavier Howard in the game on one side. You'll have Jalen Ramsey on one side. You'll have Javon Holland back there, and you'll have Deshaun Elliott or whoever is the guy.
And real quick, can I just clarify real quick why I say Agba is your best pass rusher? Not only does he have an arsenal of pass rush repertoire, meaning he can come at you with a swipe, he can come at you with a swim, he can get at you with so many different pass rush moves, but also he's very violent. This dude
still doesn't get home.
He does get home, bro. What do you mean he does get home?
He doesn't get home. All right, look. If you look,
he's gotten sacks. He's gotten sacks.
He's
we
got.
can't say.
Look,
yeah,
I'm gonna tell you something.
First of all, Bounty, can we be a little realistic?
Bounty,
right?
I'm like 11 plays into this Minnesota game, and he went against the tight end one time, and it was like the play went to the other side, and he's been destroying like every blocker so far, and he got double
bro.
in 11 plays.
This dude is violent. Agba is violent with his hands.
About that he was getting locked up. He was getting double teamed. I'm only 11 plays in.
Eric Smith?
Yeah, I'm talking about Agba.
He's talking about Agba. But what I'm saying is, I think what happened is our defense, our defensive line, they couldn't get home at all. Like we saw Chubb struggle to get home. We saw Jalen Phillips struggle to get home. Like they can't get home because the secondary is just so bad, bro. They're giving up everything, man. Guys were running wide open last year, bro. So you gotta take into consideration our secondary was, and they were bad because they were banged up. I'm not gonna say they weren't hurt, but even still, bro, you gotta give them the benefit of the doubt. If the dude got time to operate and he knows exactly where guys are, it's gonna be easy to pick apart, man. That's what we just made it easy for teams to pick us apart last year, bro. Every quarterback ate us up last year. They ate our lunch. Jared Goff, Justin Fields, Lamar Jackson. Everybody did us in for the most part. Everybody did. Brock Purdy, bro.
Aaron Rodgers.
Bro, everybody went to work on our defense? Who did we?
Joe Flacco.
Who did we really? I think we really only shut down one quarterback last year, and that might have been that last Jets game where they only scored like 9 points or something like that. Like everybody else put up points on us, bro. Like,
that was Zach Wilson, right?
I think that was that Zach Wilson in the last game, or was it somebody else?
I don't think it wasn't Joe Flacco at that point.
Yeah, I don't think it was Flacco. I don't think it was Mike White either. It might have been Zach Wilson. But honestly, bro, we didn't do nothing to nobody last year. Let's be completely honest with ourselves. Defensively, we couldn't.
That's what I'm saying.
We couldn't do nothing in the secondary. Everybody picked us apart. Like Mac Jones, week 1, we shut down, right? We go to week 2, Lamar Jackson smacked us over the head, right? His stats are ridiculous. We don't even need to look at the stats. It's outrageous.
I mean, we had to have been last in turnovers.
Bro. Yeah. I think that was a big part of why we weren't successful last year. When Brian Flores was the coach here, to his rookie year, to his second year, we were one of the top. I mean, we were top 5 in turnovers. Like,
he was taking the ball away damn near twice a game.
Damn near twice a game. We look at the Kyler Murray game in Arizona where Tua played pretty good. We had a sack fumble for a touchdown, and we had an interception for a touchdown too. We had a pick 6. Like, that's the difference between our defense last year and the defense previous years. If we had that same defense we had last year, not last year, but if we had the same defense we had from Tua's rookie year and second year, there's no doubt we would have won more games this past year. No doubt. And I understand guys get hurt. I mean, Flores is no longer here. The play calling is different, but I mean, it's just a different setup, man. And I think our defense will be better this year. They gotta be.
Well, that's because you're asking right now. You're asking your defense to do something different than what they've done, and you're not asking them to do a whole lot, which is basically man up and blitz them, just to get pressures and turnovers. And right now it's mostly it's a thinking game right now. You really need to think about the rotation of your coverages after post snap, right? And so, man, I'm really excited, to see what this defense is going to do, especially with I just hope Fangio doesn't really, get into himself too deep, like he's really trying to cook something up. Like,
I hope he don't get in his own way, right?
Yeah. Because sometimes it just stinks everything up. Just keep it, basic but man, it's a very exciting times, man, especially the pieces y'all got, man. Ramsey, y'all got Xavier Howard, and Cam Smith.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, with the versatility of Ramsey, he can come down into the box. He can assist in the run game where you need some assistance. He can get back there at the safety position and play safety. Like, the dude can do it all, man. And that's what I do like about the defense is like adding players like Ramsey, and he's gonna help elevate. He's gonna. Dang, I got some feedback. Who's that with the feedback, bro?
I don't know who mic that is.
Oh, that's Lone Dolphin. Let me mute him. But having guys like that will just elevate your roster. It makes other guys better. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. All right. So we good, man. But yeah, hit the like button. Appreciate you, Ali. Appreciate you coming through, bro. But yeah, man.
I'm just glad you said that. That's all.
What you glad I said? What you glad I'm said, bro?
The Ravens gonna come into the box and play some safety. So if he does that, who goes to corner?
I mean, you got Cater Kohu.
Cam. I think it's interchangeable.
That's why I said
but you can interchange them. Either Ramsey come in, Ramsey go out.
You don't interchange it. You have Cater. Do you understand that Cater graded out as a top 10 corner?
Y'all are real high on Cam Smith. You keep on bringing up Cam Smith.
I know, and y'all
Like,
keep on bringing
that's
up
my
Ken
thing.
Smith
Like, they're acting like we don't have another dog in that room. Like,
I'm sorry. Y'all calling Cater a dog? That's some BS right there. Because that dude been
He's a
burnt.
big hitter, bro.
What are you talking
He's
about?
a big hitter, but he been burnt, bro. He been burnt.
Q,
I'm just saying it out like it is, bro.
What I'm not.
Wasn't Cater like
you
number
don't
one
look
in
at
man
numbers,
coverage last year?
but bro, he graded the top 10 corner
been
in
burnt.
the slot.
Cornerback burnt,
Everybody,
man.
What are you
all
talking
corners, all corners get burnt.
Only one that's
Ramsey
been
got burnt last year.
Yeah.
Legs get burnt all the time.
Hey, but I can't take no Cater Kohu slander in this damn panel
But
right
even
now.
then, I mean, Nick Needham is coming back too, bro. You don't think
zero
Nick Needham's
Q.
gonna fight?
Zero Q. Hey,
Bro,
Cater
I'm
Kohu,
sorry, he been burnt. I've seen that dude get burnt.
Bro, he
So you didn't
came
hold
out
on,
of nowhere, bro.
You haven't seen Ramsey get burnt last year?
Bro, get toast.
Oh no, I seen, but
toast.
It happens. Corners get burnt.
So
it happens.
Bro,
X
y'all
gets burnt. Like, what are we
hey,
talking about?
y'all tripping, bro. Tripping.
Q, the man ranked out third as a coverage cornerback. I mean, that's pretty damn good.
Third.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
so
amongst who? Amongst who?
Amongst everybody.
Oh man, I can think of numerous corners ahead of this dude, bro. I'm not saying he's not going to be nothing. I'm just saying don't feed me something that I didn't see last year. I know he was a rookie. I know he was a rookie.
I'm not taking this slander, dog. I told you I ain't taking the slander, dog. You gonna have to watch this. You ain't just
the people that graded him
don't
know what they're looking at. That's what you telling everybody. The people that graded him.
No, what I saw.
Yeah, I didn't make the stats, brother. That's just what it was.
That's crazy.
Hey, dude coming up making plays, man. You see, and that's what we didn't have a guy who was willing to stick his nose in there and make plays like this. We didn't have a guy who was gonna plant his foot in the ground, go get it, and attack the football. We just didn't have it on the roster, bro. X is not that guy. X is not a physical guy. He's not gonna run up and hit you, right?
Neither was Byron Jones.
Byron Jones is not that guy. We didn't have this dude on the roster, and he literally emerged and helped us become a solid defense, bro. Like you gotta keep it real when you said Cater was out there making plays, man. He was making plays.
X was a decoy last year.
Literally one of the smallest dudes on the field, too, bro. Look at the tackling, man. He wasn't missing, Q. And he got targeted a lot, too.
I could be wrong, but I feel like he was like top. I forget how much in actual targeted corners for the season.
Bro, he was one of the top targeted, and
yep.
Teams had the least production on him too.
Yep. Not the least, but definitely not great.
Look at the play, man. He the kid going up and making plays, dude. I can't take no Cater Kohu slander.
I'm with you. I like Kohu.
I can't take it because honestly, he wasn't supposed to perform like this. The dude came out of Texas A&M Commerce. He was not a guy on anybody's radar. We didn't know about him training camp, nothing. Nobody heard a peep out of nobody about him. But when he got in the game, he made plays.
And he's a Fangio style guy too. He picks up quick. He's smart.
Bro, he made plays, man. And honestly, I can't shit on a guy like this because like he's a rookie, bro.
He's Dolphin culture.
And he's ahead of guys like Noah Igbenogany, who's a first-round draft pick, bro. Noah's in street clothes because Cater's playing on the field.
I put him on ahead of Nick Needham too.
Bro, he's up there. He's up there. I ain't gonna say he ahead of Nick Needham, but Nick Needham is still up. Look at a play. You only get the interception because Cater's making this play, man.
I don't know who said that, but they right. He's ahead of Nick Needham. Nick Needham gonna have to get his job back in preseason, or he's not
You're
making
right.
this team.
Nick Needham's
That's
gonna
why I
have to
said.
get his job back for sure. I
That's why
agree with that.
I keep on hearing this Cam Smith stuff, and I'm like, I'm not buying it right now.
Right, Cater's
Bro.
He's gonna get the least
starting
amount of
slot.
play time.
Look at the dissecting the play here, bro. Like I don't think y'all realize that a lot of cornerbacks won't make this play in the NFL. They won't make that play, bro. That's a big time play.
Tackle for loss right there, too,
That's
right?
a tackle for loss. And then bang him too. Come on.
I was at that game.
Bro, y'all gotta I know a good player when I see one. I know Cater Kohu was making plays all season. Now there was a couple plays he got burned a couple times. He had a couple bad PI calls, but I'm gonna let him get away with that. He's a rookie. He still got to learn. He still got time. It's Aaron Rodgers right here. Pick that. Give me that.
What you think
Man,
he's
that
gonna
pass
do
was
year
behind,
two?
bro.
What you think he's gonna do year two comfortable in the league?
Bro, he gonna come to play, man.
Hey, we gonna see. Hey, we gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see.
Bro, he got
He
that
just
dog
bodied
in him,
Chris
bro.
Watson, bro.
You said say it again, TDR?
I said he just bodied Christian Watson.
Yeah, that was.
You know how much bigger
I saw a whole lot of good tackling. He could tackle for sure.
Oh, he could.
I don't know
bro.
about that coverage stuff you talking about.
Nah, that coverage is on point. Now keep what? Hey,
Yeah.
Cater got a place in that room, bro. And I'm telling you, Cam Smith gonna have to earn his.
I'm not saying
bro.
he don't. I'm just saying you telling me one thing. I saw another thing. Like I said, he got burnt. That means coverage. You showed me a whole lot of tackles.
I showed you a whole. I ain't show you no coverage, Q.
You saw me. Yeah, you showed me some coverage. You showed me some coverage, but it's more tackles than coverage. But I'm just saying. I'm not saying he's not going to be nothing. But I'm not saying he's going. You know, I ain't with all that.
I mean,
we gonna see. We gonna see, man.
I do feel you with those highlights. I can't even. There was a lot of tackling.
Oh, I mean, and honestly, that's what corners do a lot of. They do a lot of tackling, especially when there's.
Yeah. But what Q wants to see is the pass breakups.
I get it. There were pass breakups in there, man. I mean, there was pass breakups there. I think Cater's a dog. He'll be able to make plays, man. And
Somebody got a feedback.
I think Cam is gonna have to earn his spot on the roster. I think that. I mean, of course he'll be on the team, but he's going to have to earn.
But for real though, y'all really think Nick Needham's gonna have to earn his spot back?
I really think.
Oh
that.
yeah.
Yes.
I really think that. Yeah. But I think
Cater Kohu was.
You know, that's another position battle right there, man.
That's
Put it up in the air.
Bro, that is that corner, bro. The cornerback, the secondary is going to be the craziest battle of all. I think so. I think the wide receiver is going to be crazy, but I think that secondary is going to be another level, especially them cornerbacks, bro. You got so many people in that room, bro. You got Cater Kohu, you got Cam Smith, you got Jalen Ramsey. You got a bunch of guys, man, who are trying to get on the field. These dudes really trying to get on the field.
Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead. Yep.
So people grade Nick Needham, right? His best year was the year before last season, right? He graded at a 66.5. Do you know what Cater graded out in his first year? And that wasn't Needham's first year. He graded that. That was like the second or third. I'll go back and look. 69.8.
Damn near 70%.
Thank you. But we're happy about that 66 from Needham, but we're downplaying a 69. Come on, bro. Like I don't know what you was looking at during the season, but he put up a better season than Nick Needham that everybody raved about Nick Needham having. That feels like he should have his spot. When a rookie, a UDFA, came and put in better numbers than he did. Like, bro, it's been crazy all day. People been saying some wild stuff, bro.
I think Nick Needham will come back strong. I think he'll come back strong, but I think he's going to be fighting and clawing to get on the field. And I think that's the sign of a strong room when you got guys like Nick Needham, who's played good football, is like clawing his way to get back onto the field. That's how you know you got a solid room, and that's how it should be in every room. Every room should have, a strong enough, first half of the unit to where those guys who are working their way back from injury who are at the bottom of the unit, kind of resetting themselves. They gotta work hard to get back on the field. And I think Vic Fangio will do a good job of finding a place for each guy. I mean, that's the thing I'm looking forward to the most, just seeing how he deploys these guys in these units, because the talent is there, right? I know the talent is there. It's just he's got to find the right set of guys to deploy in each set. And I think that's what he's trying to find right now. And I think that's what he's struggling to look at too, is just watching the film, figuring out who does what well, evaluating and figuring out where he can plug and play these guys. I think that's going to be important.
CB, I said this in the chat, but I feel like if Ramsey and X went down, we still have a better secondary than last year.
I agree with him.
And you said, yeah, because you have Cam Smith, right? And you have Kader Kohu. You still have guys who can step up and make plays. But in order for me to agree to that, I gotta have Nick Needham back healthy.
They said Thompson is killing it. I forgot. My bad. Go ahead.
No. Yeah. There's other guys too. But I gotta have those guys come back healthy. If those guys can come back healthy, no doubt, right? But we lost so much last year in the secondary. It's like, man, if they're healthy, we're gonna be so deep. I think there's going to be guys who get cut from that group that are still really good football players.
I think he's one of them. I'm just telling you.
Who?
He's going to need him. He's going to have to convert to safety. There's no room in the cornerback room.
They're converting Trill to safety, or at least they're cross-training him.
I know. So they're cross-training Trill, and they still got Verone McKinley. They still got Deshaun Elliott. But it's like
Brandon Jones. That's my point. Look in the cornerback room. You have X, Ramsey, Kader, Cam. How many cornerbacks are they keeping? No, staying here because of that contract. They drafted him. He's on the bubble. Needham's on the bubble. Trill is on the bubble. I'm telling you what I'm hearing.
We kept 6 last year?
Hey, and you still got Justin Bethel, right?
Justin Bethel, he's staying. He's a special teamer. He's in the cornerback room. That's my point.
He's in, and that's I think, and you just made a good point. I think the special teams will be where those guys find their way on the team. Right?
They're going to have to do something.
They're going to have to do something. So those guys who are at the bottom of the cornerback room, they're going to have to find their way on special teams, or they won't be on the roster. I think that's point blank clear. Because you're going to have 6 or 7 guys in that room who can all play. When we look at the depth chart, you got Xavier Howard, Jalen Ramsey, Cam Smith, Kader Kohu, Justin Bethel, Nick Needham, Trill Williams, who's playing a little bit of both, right? And at the safety room, you got Deshaun Elliott, Javon Holland, Brandon Jones, Verone McKinley, Bennett Williams, Elijah Campbell. So you still got Keon Crossan too, right? So
Noah.
You still got Noah, bro. I'm not even counting Noah.
Some niggas is not making it, bro. And people feel it's gonna be hurt. I'm telling you.
Hey, that's crazy.
Needham and Trill gonna have to be ready training camp day 1 if they want to make this roster. If they're not ready, they're not making this roster because there's hungry niggas in that room, bro. It's not like last year.
It's killers. It's killers in that room, bro.
Yeah, whoever said that. X go there for a game or 2. We're not missing a beat. That's what it's gonna be.
That's real, man. Shout out to the homie Shake Money becomes a member, man. Appreciate you, Shake, bro. That's love. It's another beautiful day in Zamunda. Hey, I'm cracking one for the homie Cruz and for the homie Shake Money, man. I appreciate y'all boys, man, becoming members too, bro. That's love. But yeah, man, what else we got to talk about, man? So do we have enough on defense, or do you guys think we need more?
I just think we need Akeem Hicks and we straight. There's no linebacker out there to get that's going to move the needle side, maybe Ruben Foster to add depth. But it is what it is as far as that rule.
I'm a proponent. I like Quan Alexander. Now, he may not
I just don't think he wants to pay for that money that low. like that.
Oh yeah,
That's why
yeah,
the Jets.
yeah.
That's why the Jets didn't re-sign him.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But let's say Quan Alexander wants to come play on a cheap deal and he wants to come play for a winner. Will we be cool with that?
Yeah, that's a no-brainer. If he's coming for the cheap.
Yeah, man. And I think that's where we are, man. I want to see a linebacker coming for the cheap. Hopefully a guy can come in and just be an addition to the room, right? If somebody goes down, hey, I'm ready to go, coach.
He might be forced to. If he keeps waiting and no offer comes, we'll see.
Because honestly, bro, I mean, there isn't a lot of guys out there, but usually guys are usually signed by this time. Like if they're gonna find themselves on a team, they're usually on their team by now. Like, so we'll see how it works out. I think that
Melvin came around this time or a week before camp, so like I think Keem Hicks and Reisner they'll get signed like the week before or that week. Like the veterans, they not in a rush.
Yeah. And some of them guys gonna be wanting to come to camp. You already know what time it is, man. Some of them cats do not be wanting to come to camp. They be wanting to chill out, take their time. And I mean, I'm not worried about Dalvin at the running back position because I feel like running backs transition easy into an offense. Right? There's only run right, run left, hit the A gap, B gap, C gap, whichever one it is. I think he'll come in and fit in right away. So hopefully Dalvin can find his way to Miami. But that's really that's the cherry on top of the cake, right? I mean, I'm cool with the running back room, but I'm not cool with it. Right?
I'll never be cool with it.
And everybody's good with it till they not good with it, till somebody gets hurt, right? Or something like that. So you got to keep that in mind, man. I understand people worried about the future and money, bro. Go win a championship. Worry about the money later. I mean, get all you can. Stack up now, man.
The Saints been over the cap the last 3 years. They get back under and still wouldn't pay Derek Carr. But we worried about money. All right.
Yeah. I mean, Cruz, how are you feeling about the team right now, man?
I'm at the point where I want to wait and see. I guess I'm excited, but I'm not like overexcited, or I'm not trying to find the negatives in it because they haven't even they've been in shorts like this whole time. They haven't done anything yet. So
yeah.
I mean, I want to see Aubrey Miller. I want to see if he comes out of that linebacker room. I hope
that would be nice.
Real quick. Let me ask y'all. I heard some like I said, I've been hearing crazy stuff all day. I heard someone say Aubrey Miller compared to what was the 49 like of Bowman.
Oh,
Navarro Bowman?
I swear to God. Someone said that today. I almost shot myself with my own pistol. Like,
wasn't Navarro Bowman part of that 49ers defense that Vic Fangio ran?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, Patrick Willis, Navarro Bowman.
Yeah.
Who was the white boy linebacker that came?
He retired
him?
like 2 years, right?
Yeah, he was a monster too, bro. They had all these freaking linebackers that retired early, bro. Patrick Willis retired early, left the game.
From the tape he saw, that's what I say against Juke. What division?
Bro, he was at Jackson State, bro. He was in the SWAT, bro.
Yeah.
That's the competition you seen him light up, and that made you think Navarro Bowman. Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
I said I can't take it today, bro. I can't.
Bro, but man, I mean, somebody's got to emerge, man. It's been slow in Dolphins world, but I heard a lot of guys out here today talking about, hey, why are we worried about Dalvin Cook when we should be signing depth for Vic Fangio? Like, bro, this defense, we've spent money. Look, we've spent money on the defense for the first 2 years of Flores being here. We built up the defense. We spent money on the offense last year to help Tua get some weapons. And I'm cool with adding more to the offense at this point. The defense has enough, bro. If we want to add a guy, maybe one or two guys, there's going to be guys that get cut after training camp. If you want to add a couple guys or add a Keem Hicks or a Quan, I'm cool with that for $5-6 million. But that's not going to keep me from getting a guy like Dalvin Cook in the building. That's just asinine in me. I can't do that.
Let me ask. Who else up here? I can't see my phone.
That's the Dolphins realtor.
Oh, okay. What? So I hear people always say they want Alabama Tua. What did Alabama Tua have in that backfield?
A dog, every down.
Okay.
Every down.
So that's what I say. People they say the running back room is okay, but then they turn around and say we want Dolphin to Alabama Tua. We ain't seen that yet. Y'all forget? Yeah, he had them guys on the outside, but they had studs in the backfield as well.
They did.
Yeah, Najee Harris, right? That's who he had.
Najee. They had Jacobs. He had Jacobs too.
Ooh, yeah, Josh Jacobs
too.
He did. Oh my!
The leading rusher from last year was in the backfield, but he doesn't need a running back. Okay,
bro. But see, and that's the thing, bro. That's the thing about Alabama too. Alabama was always pretty well balanced, right? Like they could run the ball, but they always had dudes who could get it in the passing game. And I think that's what Miami Dolphins are missing. They don't have a guy in the backfield that defenses are scared of. They don't have a guy that puts the fear in the defense's heart. Like, oh, we need to make sure we're covering this guy or that we're covering for this guy because he could break one at any moment. We just don't have that in the backfield. We have guys that they look at in the backfield and are like, okay, he's not going to beat us. Let's just keep him in front of us. He's not going to beat us. And then we can drop back and just do our thing. So they're not really worried about him. So that's my thing. Like I want somebody who defense is like, my first step has got to be a read step towards Dalvin because I know he could take it and get 4 or 5 yards a pop every time.
Yeah, CB, I just had this conversation with somebody who said Dalvin Cook only had 4.7 yards per carry. Mostert had 4.9. What's the difference? And I'm like, dude, Dalvin Cook has never played with a field stretch like this.
Never.
You ain't even got to say that. All you got to do is say,
just watch the guy play.
What you got to do is say Dalvin had 260 touches. How many did Raheem Mostert have? That ends the conversation. You can't say 4.9 on minimum carries. Like that's a significant thing. He did 4 point whatever on 200 something carries.
Yeah.
Like the math doesn't math.
And I think you got to put it into context. If you had Dalvin Cook in this offense last year, right, and he was running the football, Dalvin would have probably had 11 to 1,200 yards easily. Easy. Just because the holes our running backs were running through, they were there, bro. It wasn't, and they weren't making any big plays. The longest run we saw all year was the 70-yard run from Mostert.
It was 60-something. It was
the longest touchdown we had was 31 yards, rushing touchdown, 31 yards from Jeff Wilson Jr. Like, come on, bro. Like Dalvin would have took off in our offense last year.
He had an 80-yard touchdown on the season.
We had a 30-yard touchdown on the season from Jeff Wilson, and that was our longest, bro. And I get it. G says most at 4.3, Dalvin 4.5, but it's in the different offenses. If you put Mostert over there in Minnesota, he probably averages 3 point something. You put Dalvin over here, you probably average 5.5 or 6.5. You just don't know, bro. It's different situations, so you got to take that into consideration. Got to take it into consideration. Hey, but I'm gonna break it down, fellas. It's getting late. It's almost 11 o'clock. Man, I appreciate y'all coming through. Hey, Dolphins Realtor, I'm down there August. I'm coming down. We're gonna hang, check out practice. Cruz, where you at, man?
Oh, what's up?
Where you located at, bro?
I'm in Philly.
Oh, you in Philly?
Yeah.
That's what's up. Do you ever get a chance to come down to the games?
I never get to go down to Miami, but I've been to games up here in PA. I've been to Pittsburgh. I'm about to go to my first one in Philly. I've been to Baltimore. I've never been.
I was about to say, I know you going with Miami coming up to Philly.
I want to go to that game.
I've been to Miami games when they played those teams. I haven't been to. I only go to Dolphins games for NFL games.
Yeah.
And I'll go out my way to go. I just haven't been to
Miami. You ever
Miami.
fish down here?
Huh?
I was asking CB, have you ever fished down here?
Yeah, so I used to live in Miami. So I used to live in like Pembroke Pines, Miramar area. And my homie lived on a little retention pond, and he had a ton of peacock bass. So we used to do the peacock bass fishing. I used to go out, go offshore, go inshore. I love fishing, bro. That's what I do. That's my
down
favorite.
Down here, just the other day, I was going after the peacocks, and I got about a 50-pound tarpon.
Damn, are you serious?
Like it's
because of the
tarpon hit me.
Because of the brackish water, bro. I mean, the tarpon, the snooker up in there, everything's up in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But go ahead and give me your final takes, man. What do you guys think, man? I'll let the Dolphins realtor go first, bro. I appreciate you coming up. You don't get a chance to come up often, but I see you coming through every now and then, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, brother. I mean, I don't really have anything crazy to say except for, I'm pretty confident in this team right now, and just like you said, our secondary is better. Everything is better. I don't know how they're sleeping on us so much. I was just having a conversation with Emmanuel Acho, and I'm glad that at least a few of them up there are not sleeping on us, man.
That's what's up, man. Acho he really is a solid dude when it comes to the Miami Dolphins. It seems like he kind of knows a bit more than other analysts about the Dolphins. And that's the thing. If you watch us, you can see that we're a good football team. We're just lacking in certain areas, right? So I think if you shore those areas up, it's just everything will fall into place, man. So I appreciate you coming through, man. It's always love, bro.
Yeah, brother. Y'all be good.
All right, bro. Have a good one.
Hey, I'm gonna go. I gotta get out of here. I just wanted to say I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah. Appreciate you coming through, and it's just always love, bro. Hey, have a good one, bro. Hey, you on tomorrow? What you doing tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna do one tomorrow. I'm gonna be home chilling.
Okay. Hey, if y'all get a chance, jump on Twitter, jump into space with Ennis. Follow Ennis on Twitter. Cruz is always in there. I'm always in there talking Miami Dolphins. Y'all already know what time it is, man.
I was gonna tell Cruz, I appreciate you coming, bro. You have a good evening.
You too.
All right, Cruz, go ahead. Final take, bro. The Philly homie.
I appreciate you having me on here. I've been a day oneer.
Day oneer, bro. Day oneer for real, bro. Honestly, Cruz, you probably were like one of the first 5 subscribers on the channel, bro. You really are a day oneer, bro.
I try to support as many of the channels as I can, and
that's what's up, bro.
I appreciate the takes and all that. Just keep up the good work, man. You're doing good.
I appreciate it, bro. And I'll try to keep bringing it, bro. I'm gonna try to mix it up and bring some new stuff to y'all too, man. I appreciate you coming through, bro.
All right, take care.
All right, bro. Have a good one. Hey, man, it's Phins with CB83. Hey, I love y'all. I love engaging with y'all. The homie Crazy Dolphin fan says, please hit the like button and subscribe to Phins with CB83 on your way out. Let's go. Let's go. Crank it. Let's go. Crank it, Mr. Paul. Yes, sir, man. I'm gonna be coming live a lot more often, bro. I might go live tomorrow too, so make sure you turn on notifications. If you don't turn on notifications, you will not know that I'm live. So please be sure to turn on the notifications, hit the bell, and you'll see me going live. I'll probably go live. I might go live tomorrow or Sunday. Just drop some more content, talk some more Miami Dolphins. Really appreciate everybody coming out, man. It's a Friday night, end of the week. Cook ain't getting the bag, but he gonna get his money. He ain't getting the bag, but he gonna get his money. We gonna look out for him. We gonna make it a deal. Hey, incentive-based deal, man. Give him 6 with 7.5 with incentives, right? 7.5, 8 with incentives. And then he gets $2 million from the Vikings, I think. Hopefully he gets his $2 million from the Vikings. That's $10 million. Hey, you should be a happy man. And we can rock and roll and go get this chip, man. That's what it's about right now. So then we can scream out,
he got cooked. Hey, you didn't go down like that, huh? He got cooked.
Hey, hit him with the he got cooked. Y'all already know, man. Hey, and shout out to the boy Tua Leroy. Tua Leroy is still that dude. Hey, don't think Tua Leroy ain't coming for y'all head this year. All of the naysayers, there's so many Tua haters out there, boy. They holding on to their narratives for dear life. I got cats who's supposed to pay me money week 1. They don't want to pay me money on their takes. It is a wild place to be in right now. The Tua narratives have stopped. Well, not stopped completely, but it's a lot of dudes out here holding on for dear life. Holding on for dear life. Oh, Tua can't be healthy. I hope he ain't healthy. I hope it's not happening. Tua's gonna play the season. We'll win games. We'll go deep in the playoffs. Follow your boy on Threads, man. Hey, he said so many. Those threads starting to snap. Yes, sir. Follow your boy on Threads. I'm on Threads too. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate the homies becoming members tonight. The homie Cruz became a member, and the homie Shake Money became a member. I appreciate y'all boys. That's love. I'm gonna do some members only stuff very soon. I'm actually gonna be asking you guys for some input on the show too, in regards to what I should do. What video you guys want to see? Do you want to see camp battles? Do you want to see State of the Miami Dolphins? That's coming up. A lot of different stuff. More film breakdowns. Just a lot to discuss. I'm just really looking forward to the season, because when the season comes, we'll just have a lot more to talk about. I'll go down to training camp and just kind of give you some camp content, tell you what I'm seeing. I'm hoping to grab some mics so I could just go live from my phone and talk to you guys and it sound good. So every little bit helps. All the support helps. Appreciate everybody coming back. We had 30 in the room at times, 25 in the room. Please hit the like on your way out. Like I said, shout out to the homie Cruz. Shout out to the homie Shake. Appreciate everybody coming through. JR Black in the building. H in the building. G in the building. Crazy Dolphin in the building. Reality is in the building, man. Sean is in the building. Say, yo, what's good, Sean? So all of the homies, AB in here. Q came through and jumped on the panel. See Hoffel, Raphael. Who else? Josh Williams. Josh, appreciate you coming through, bro. Josh always comes through. He says the good thing is that the offense will have everyone on the same page. We did all that damage. Well, most of the receivers and linemen not knowing the offense well, everyone is on the same page now. Yes, bro, you're on point with it. Hey, because that's the difference. The second year in the system is going to be the difference. Guys get more comfortable. They understand it. It's gonna be a great year. It really is gonna be a great year. Steve came through. I see you, Steve. I see Mark. Mark says Josh Cater needs to be less grabby as he draws PI calls. Okay, I agree with that. The homie Ali came through. Shula forever. The homie Lewis was in here. Across the Pond was in here. Man, love y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. We'll be back soon. Turn on notifications. I'll let you go when I go live. Follow me on Twitter. William Perry in the building. What's up, guys? Hope everyone is doing well this evening. William Perry, what's good, bro? We got 2 new members in the group, bro. We're growing. 2 new members in the group. William Perry. William Perry is a member too. One of the first members of the member gang. So appreciate you boys, man. On my way to 1,000 subscribers. Hey, like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate y'all. I'm going live. I'll be going live again probably tomorrow or Sunday. Turn on those notifications. Hey, will the Miami Dolphins make that run?
I hope so.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, I hope so. Will they go win a Super Bowl?
I hope so.
Okay.
Love it. I love it. Hey, appreciate y'all. Hey, I'm out. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
Came from the bottom, that's foreign. I swear that I'm up for the sun in the morning. Oof, hey, I gotta flex. I need a Nike bag, give me the check. I need the money and power, respect, but I promise I'm repping the O to the dead. Hey, oof, I sold them out of my way. I don't got nothing to say. Now they can't run at my pace. Yeah, they know that we ain't the same. 402, we rap the game. I told them this ain't a game.